Hello, welcome, what is good everyone? Tone here, back to continue our current Invisible Ink campaign. We just finished the new for me, DLC mid-campaign mission, and we are picking up the back half of the campaign after completing that.
Would you look at this thing? This is beyond the technological capabilities of any known corporation.
We already watched this, but we'll play it through once more.
It could be a toaster oven for all I care. Turn it on.
Power reserve restored. Wave integrity restored. Operating at 97.65% efficiency.
That'll make some powerful toast.
But it's only temporary. The batteries won't last long under this load. We can find replacements in the field, but her personality matrix is still degrading. From the current rate of decay, I only give us another 48 hours until she hits bottom. This is no time to slack off.
I'll take that as my cue to leave. There was some suspicious encrypted data left on that device when we found it. Assuming that new corp down there is our real adversary, it may hold the key to cracking through their interference. Now, as much as I've enjoyed destroying my professional life with you fine people, I think we all stand a better chance if I go back to my safe house and start crunching numbers.
Agreed. We'll be in touch. Operator, we've bought more time, but the game is still afoot. Continue scavenging operations until Monster breaks through the SecNet signal. And be prepared for heightened resistance. I have a hunch that we may have just kicked a beehive back there.
Alright. So I do wonder what happens if we don't get the incognita battery that we need from each mission. Like, can we just fail the campaign on any random mission by not finding that objective? Or if that means we have to jump into the final mission right away because we ran out of power for incognita. And if it kickstarts the end game. But yeah, I guess we get to pick a mission like normal here. I don't have a ton of credits at the moment. I wonder if I should use this portable server. I was gonna kind of use it, save it for like the final mission. It would have been really valuable on that first DLC mission, and really strong on the second one, even though I didn't have any power needs there. But since you had to leave through the entrance, just leaving us at the beginning of the level and picking up before you go would have been pretty strong. I don't know if I'm going to bother bringing this on like regular missions though. I don't know, we'll see. Generating 2 power every turn. The thing is, you have to pick this back up before you go. It seems like something that'd just be really strong to deploy on the last mission where you don't have to bother about picking it back up. But maybe that's kind of leaving some value on the table there. I feel like I do need to give some people some speed or strength so that we can carry more stuff. Shu in particular here, I'd really like to be able to carry their other paralyzer. Well, actually, it looks like I can't actually drop more stuff because I have too much stuff in the inventory here. Let me move my EMP pack back to you. So Shu has... Oh, you should have a buster chip too. Shu just has like a lot of cool toys. 2 buster chips, 2 shock traps, 2 paralyzers. They feel like a bit of a jack of all trades with all this stuff. Kind of want to give them +1 strength as they can just carry all that and just kind of wreak havoc. I somehow have like too many neural and volt disruptors now. What's this last upgrade? Carry 7 items and +1 KO damage with melee weapons on strength here. Shu doesn't actually have melee weapons to right now to do that, although you could carry one if I gave you that, but that's expensive to upgrade. I just kind of need more inventory. I think maybe giving Sharp +1 strength would be valuable here. don't think I actually want them to carry anything else. Let's see, thermal disruptor. Should I sell something to monster? What is my melee weapon situation? I have 2 regular neural disruptors, the volt disruptor 3, which always consumes 5 power to use, and then the thermal disruptor 2, which is armor piercing 2. That only costs power when you penetrate armor. Armor piercing is probably going to be important. Thing is, I don't like how this uses so much power. Because if a guard doesn't have armor, I want the ability to knock them out with Draco. I guess Draco having 3 weapons is kind of overkill too. But they don't have many stats, so they can't use like much cool stuff anyways. I should probably just sell the plasma gun maybe. Yeah, maybe we do that finally.
The more you buy and sell, the closer I get to retirement. Funny how the house always wins.
Gives me a little extra money going to the next mission. I think I won't take a med gel in with me. Probably gonna regret that on some of these harder missions though, but I'm just like really tight on space. I think I will let you carry both of these, even though it's pretty inefficient use of space. But so I do have an option for you to not have an armor piercing attack. Seems pretty good here, outside of your gun. All right, let's go to mission select. I do want to. Whoops. I just want to organize everything very neatly here for you. Alright, let's go to mission select. Are these the same missions I had available last time before the DLC mission? I don't remember. Well, we have 48 hours. No, these are high security level. These are going to be some hard missions. 6 over here. Well, 5 hours to jump to a... Oh, this is a nanofab vestibule.
Most nanofabs have advanced security protocols.
Okay, I thought that was going to be a storage... I thought that was one of the security dispatch. Well, I don't have enough credits to go in a nanofab. Financial suite is never a bad idea. Give us a bank card. It's close, only 6 hours. I don't actually have anywhere to use the bank card. I guess the cybernetics lab isn't terrible at this point for us. Instead of going somewhere close, I could go a little further, pick up more missions, or get like a piece of equipment. Just hit this up.
There's a highly placed executive burning the midnight oil at this office.
I'm afraid to jump into something really high security level because I don't know what that's going to entail, so
Let's crack open his brain and steal his
doing a nice
access
easy
codes.
4 to get back into the swing of things here. I say easy, but relative to the other things around here, could be nice. Let's just jump here and do that, I think.
Agents report to transport pads.
Alright, locate the financial suite, get it alive, find a power relay, that's the FTM thing. Find and steal corporate credits. Invigorating. Hey. Well then. We have a stationary guard just staring at the door that we spawned in. And 2 red security. What a level entrance. Let's go ahead and steal this. Guess I'll take this wall. Oh, I actually can't take that all the way. So I grab this console, which I guess I will do. was gonna use my econ chip on that, but I need this power immediately. And I think I will let Draco just shoot this guard. Which will cost 3 more power. I could knock them out. I could even knock them out with a shock trap. That plus a paralyzer is like 9 turns of knockout. Use 2 paralyzers. I could have this guard just knocked out for the whole mission. Well, not the whole mission, but for a very large chunk of time. But I could also just shoot them, and then they will be knocked out. But then I won't have my gun. I wonder how valuable having a ranged weapon is going to be here. Either way, I do need to distract this guy and have them lured in here. If I do shoot this guy, it means I can come out here this turn too. Which kind of saves us a turn from... Otherwise, I probably need to distract him with the door to have him come into this room to knock him out. Funny is if I use Shock Trap 3 here, I could potentially knock out guards outside of this radius I don't know about. Look, there's a guard here, which could cause me trouble. That's a little too imprecise. That consumes power too, so I guess Shock Trap 2 would make sense to use on this door if I wanted to use the Shock Trap. So Shock Trap 2 and a Paralyzer dose. I can knock this guard out for 8 turns. A lot of these missions go like 20 turns minimum. Maybe like 15 minimum, but a lot of them can easily go to like 25 turns. I'm gonna shoot the guy.
Do you see that?
Oh, I can't shoot you from here? Do I need to swap places with the sharp? I back up.
Hey, what was that?
That does mean I get a skill point on you, which I really need to start raising your skills. I feel like Draco is supposed to have like tons of skills at this stage in the game. They've just been like a liability for me this campaign, which is not how I expected them to go. But just out of like not having, I don't know if it's rare to get a weapon with more than 1 ammo, but I was kind of like, I got offered that hand cannon with 3 ammo capacity on the first mission. And I've seen them on previous missions, so I don't know if the DLC items kind of diluted that pool, and now they're like, and that's actually like pretty rare now. But I thought I would get like a weapon that was more efficient on ammo, and I was kind of waiting on that to like really milk this guy's stats, and that just never happened. So at this point, it's like, if I had known better sooner, I would have, you know, just started like using all of his ammo earlier. Even if it was inefficient. But it's too late for that, so he is like catching up to do. We have one of the upgrades we got on the DLC now after that last mission was an extra slot here. for incognita. So hacking the server terminal would be cool. I probably don't have enough money to buy anything. Okay, let's shut this door. Hopefully no guard is on a patrol route that comes through here. I don't think they patrol through these doors, but someone could come in here. If they do, we're in a good ambush position. What happens if I EMP the server terminal? Let's find out. Rebooting, so I can't use it. Alright, let's end the turn. Router has reinforced the device, +1 firewall. Is that a new FTM thing?
I'm getting a red flag on my network security monitor. Looks like FTM has been installing security routers in a lot of their facilities. It's going to keep bumping up the firewalls around here until you take it out.
Well, that's annoying. So there's 2 routers and each one raises a firewall every turn. Okay, so using EMP on this thing didn't really do anything. Nothing that made it any easier for me to hack it. I don't know if I want to trip the demon on here. Not when I don't have any money. If I had like 1,000 credits, I think I would have. Okay, can you reach the body? You can. So scan it. 1 anarchy point. You now have 3 anarchy. Which you can probably share some of these items that Shu has. You can use the shock trap. That's it. You can use shock trap too. Which, with you having so much speed, having a shock trap sounds kind of nice. Oh, hey, look. There was just a shock trap 3 on this dude. So maybe we'll just trade shock traps. I think Shu will steal the credits from that guy. He did not have a security key card, which means this is the only way through the level at the moment. This room is connected to 3 doors. Which means there's a pretty good chance that there could be a patrol route through here. Now, I didn't hear any footsteps from my character's positions here. That doesn't mean there's not someone like a 2-turn patrol route that could come in through here or here. This side's unlikely. I kind of just want to keep an eye on this door this turn. Just play it a little extra safe here. So I should have Shu drop the shock trap too, so I don't take the encumbrance penalty. Now you get a shock trap 3. I also want you to steal from the guard because you think you get more credits from it because you have higher anarchy. Let's have you peek. Well, there's our exit. Watched by a camera. Whoops, I just double peeked. I was trying to click on this guy. Okay, so there's one of the routers. So what happens if I just hack it? Does that stop the thing, or do I need to steal from it too? I guess we'll find out here shortly. Probably should have let Shu use a buster chip on that. Like, you're probably 2 turns away, so maybe that would have taken too long. But I'm hoping that just hacking this right now means that it's going to stop raising firewalls on things. Okay, so you can move here. Pick up that shock trap. You're all out of AP. No reason to watch that. If I move this corpse, I probably should. No one's patrolling here now, but guard patterns will change here, and if someone ends up investigating and walking over here, they could run into that guy, so, alright. End turn. Okay, so only +1 firewall now, so hacking this did prevent it from adding firewalls to stuff, so that's good. Okay. Well, this room seems pretty safe now. I'm gonna get guys in here. The demon database. I like the idea of hacking that. Shu can get to this vault, so I'm gonna let you do your thing. 200 credits. Got more off that guard, interestingly enough. So what is in this thing? 300 credits of tech. Is that even worth -1 speed and no sprinting for the rest of the run? Guess I could give it to Sharp for now. Speaking of Sharp and credits, I'm going to econ chip one of these consoles, which I want to do this turn. I can start the cooldown on the econ chip. Just an empty room. Really see if I can investigate that corner, but it seems like it. A Shu has 1 AP. You here? I might have you buster chip this demon database. This secondary server terminal is a little more... is looking a little nicer now. That I have more credits. I can also easily hit this up on the way out, so if it's a nasty demon, it won't be an issue. Maybe that's a better plan. I'll have more credits at that point too, so I'll have more options. So I want to leave Draco in here. Probably not. Let's have you come out here. Just a little bit of a stealthier position. Interesting that we haven't heard any other guards yet. Okay, I think I just take the power from that console. I could have saved it to maybe hit up because it's kind of close to the exit with the econ chip on the way out, but I like having a lot of power reserves, especially with the firewalls going up so high here, potentially. I'll have nearly max power next turn. I'm tempted to use an Oracle. I think I will. Okay, there's the other TM router. Heck yeah, now I can hack this. Cool, cool, cool.
Well done. That router's been taken care of. That equipment would fetch a high price if you managed to lift it.
Okay, we have a guard here. Take that out, and I think I'm gonna drop. Actually, I don't know why I decided to take that out, and if I'm just gonna drop it. I don't want to stay encumbered. I guess I was wondering if it would get like recaptured or something, and I wouldn't be able to just like take it out again. I could wait till I see what's on the other side of this door, which I'm doing next, because there's probably a pathway through here. Okay, this is watched. There must be a camera in there. Otherwise, this looks like a relatively innocuous room. Like I said, probably just a pathway into this room right here, I'm assuming. I need to run through here to get to the exit elevator. That's wouldn't be a big problem. Yeah, I'll bring Shu up here. Nice, so I was able to peek through so I can follow this guy's route. So he's actually leaving the room. That's going to be nice. Okay. In the turn. Another safe. Use a peek here. And then fall back into a cover position. Because this guard's probably going to come back around, or potentially. Ooh, patrol routes are about to change, actually. Who knows what this guard's going to do next turn? It's actually really dangerous. I might have to put you on ambush. Just in case. I need to hit your fusion. What did I use? So much power on? I guess I used Oracle. I had, what, 16, and then I should have gained 3 more this turn, so I should have been at 19. What did I use 11 power on? Oracle, and I hacked this. Should have only been 6. I might just be misremembering. I either hacked something else or I had less power than I thought. Or maybe fusion doesn't give you 3 power. It did give me power. I'm just misremembering something. Brain not working great today, I guess. Well, I wanted to bring Shu in here so that next turn he could steal from this guard and this safe and then come back out. But now this guard's going to be doing something different. Which means bringing him in here could be very dangerous. So I'm probably going to leave him here as I wait to see what guards might be doing next turn. Is this... Okay, a dead end. Whoa, you can put shock traps on guard elevators. I did not know that. I wonder if which tile you put it on matters. That's really cool. The idea of being able to just trap an elevator so that if a guard tries to come out of it, they just instantly get knocked out for a few turns. Seems pretty valuable. Damn, there's a good console here. Can't really do anything with it at the moment, though. Because I don't think... I'd rather give Sharp the opportunity to get to it, which would mean needing a key card, because they're not going to move all the way over here for 5 power, probably. Alright, let's have you come out this way. I'll leave this door shut. And I guess we wait. I don't really want to bring Shu into this room with his guard possibly going anywhere, and they don't have like a melee weapon or anything. Oh! Duh, their guard, I would have brought him in. I thought their stuff was already moving. I just wasted his turn, that's annoying. Okay, I need you to... I want you to observe this guy. You're going down there next turn. You're working your way here. That's a little... Kind of liked how the exit was going to be clear. I wonder how many guards are trying to work their way over here now. Well, let's take this valuable tech. Do you have anarchy? No, I want you to. I want someone to steal from this guy. It looks like Shu can do it from here, which if you only turn that way, should be a safe position. I'm really concerned about what this guard's doing next turn, though. There's like a guard like right outside here. Oh my god, he's like literally... Okay, he's turning around. If you literally just go this way, then this should actually be a safe position. Just cred chips. Oh, I was really hoping you would have a key card. Draco can't get into this room. Means he's in a tough spot. Tempted to have Sharp knock this guy out, so I can see if he has a key card. There are 2 immediate problems with that. Like, there are a lot of problems with that, but one, that means I have a guard body here and a kind of big juncture room with 2 guard elevators, so that it's going to be really hard to hide that body. I'll knock him out for 3. Actually, I think... Wait. Knocks a guard out for 4 turns. I think it's already counting my +1s. So it would knock him out for 4 turns. He would get pinned this turn. Shu can paralyze him for another 4 turns. Wait, this guy has firewalls? Oh, this is like a little version of the guys that are shielded with firewalls. Neat. Yeah, let's hack you. Just in case Draco needs to knock you out. Put those buster chips to use. It's interesting how much I've done, like how important these red key cards have been the last few missions for me, because I used to like kind of take it as a given that they were easy to find, but that has not been the case these last few missions, and they've been critical. Because I don't know if I really want to knock this guy out. He's about to walk away. I don't need a guard investigating over here, which, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get around here. Like, having all these, like, rooms is, like, really nice for making an escape, even if there is a guard wandering around, but to have him running around here this early... I feel like this level can't be that much bigger. My objective is probably going to be found soonish. It's weird because I've only seen 3 guards. Maybe FTM has less guards because of these other security measures they have. I don't really know how all the agencies work with respect to that. I don't know, we'll wait. I don't think I need to mess with this guy. It's kind of annoying that Draco has to figure a way out. I wonder if that guy sees this valuable tech on the ground and, like, investigates. This guy is wandering off into the area that I want to be in. So maybe knocking him out for 8 turns here is pretty nice, because I don't have to deal with him over there. Even though I could probably, like, get around him. I'm going to knock this guy out. Why not? I mean, I just listed all the reasons why not, but let's do it anyways. I didn't mean to peek.
Hey, did you see that?
It's interesting that Was there a different security guard? No, it's interesting that drew his attention. Because, like, this guy doesn't have any... This doesn't actually notice tile, but I guess because the door is on his tile, that's always a thing. I didn't really know that's how that worked, though. Ooh, I get your predictive brawling, too. I forgot about that. He does have a security card. Which means I don't have to worry about bringing Draco all the way out over here. Security card gives us a lot of options. I wonder if this valuable tech on the ground is an issue or not. I don't think it is, because guards don't care about items being on the ground. I think there are certain things where, like the portable server, I think if I put that on the ground, like, that's like a prop and not just like an item on the ground. It becomes like a device that's active. I think stuff like that they care about. But I don't think this should be a thing. I mean, in real life, it would be like an obvious red flag. But I think in this game that it shouldn't be, based on the rules, how I understand them. Okay, so this guy is just going to be going this way. Guards could easily come into this room, which I need to be careful for. As much as I want to use all this newfound AP, I feel like I should really, like, drag this guard out of the way. Close the door. Let's peek so we can see through it during the guard's turn. And I should just wait. Oh, I should have handed off the key card or something. I think I do want to leave this guy pinned though. I'll Draco drop that again. Hopefully we can pick those up on the way out or something. But I guess I'll let Draco get into position to leave through this door next turn. Give you a peek. We'll end the turn. Okay, so give me the security card. Shoe move here. Get you over here to unlock this door. Wonder if there are any rules to level generation about how many security doors there can be, because I feel like there's probably no more on this level and I should just drop this key card, but I don't know that for sure, so I think I'm going to hold on to it. Ooh, that's a big console. Tempted to bring Sharp in here to use this console. Okay, I want you to steal the credits from this guy. I also want you to paralyze him. I guess you have to be standing on him. I could double paralyze, which maybe makes sense. The 8 turns is a lot, and you might end up pinned this turn because the Shu can't actually go into this room very meaningfully. I'll leave you there. Now this guard's going to be on a new patrol route here soon, which could be a problem if they walk into this room. Just need to be mindful of that. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up this console. I think I'm gonna use Oracle. I don't really want it to just show me this camera though. I hope it'll give me something out there. But yeah, let's go ahead and use Oracle. Do I use it twice? Yeah. Both of those. That's about as much oracling as I feel like doing this turn. What's next on here? Guard armor increase. That's a nasty security level thing. Getting everyone some armor piercing is going to be essential here, I guess. Alright, I think I'll end the turn. This would have been a good map for the portable server.
Guess it was nothing.
Ah, a guy did come in here. A really annoying vision cone here. Econ chip. I was thinking about econ chipping one of these. I was gonna econ chip this one, but just using it here. Would give me one more turn of cooldown on it. Which honestly, I'm using the econ chip less on these later campaign missions, so the cooldown isn't like that essential of a factor. On the early missions, it's like, let me use this as much and often as possible, and the cooldown was like the limiting factor. Man, this guard's annoying. I wonder if he has armor or not. He's investigating, so there's a good chance he's coming through here. I just don't know if I'm actually going to be able to take him out with Draco, because he might have armor. So let me just open the door, I guess. Yeah, he has one armor. How is Sharp doing on their... So Sharp could use his thing next turn. He has armor piercing, so I don't have to use the 5 power to knock out that guard. I think that might be what I'll do. When you say 400 credits, it just sounds too good to pass up. Ooh, I just realized there's a problem that this guard is going to start their patrol route, which might lead them back up through this room. I could have shock trapped this door too, actually. That would have got me around the armor issue without having to have Sharp come in here. Which I could still sneak Sharp over here. I don't know if this guy will patrol route. He could patrol route into this room. I can shock trap this door too. I was going to bring Draco through here and then have him hide over here, because this guard would walk past him investigating, and then next turn someone could knock him out. But I think with this guard being a wild card, that I don't want to do that. I might want to do something else with Draco and this guard. just gonna shock trap both of these doors. I don't like how I have a lot of guards that are gonna be knocked out now. I've been trying to avoid knocking guards out. Oh right, that one uses power. Forgot. Okay, well this room should be pretty safe. I guess this camera wasn't worthless. Now, I don't know if their investigation point is the end point of their patrol route. I could observe this guy, so I guess I could see that pretty easily. Because that means that this guy is probably either patrolling between these 2 points, or he could go anywhere from here, and that point is irrelevant. Okay, let's see. Well, I want Shoe to steal. Has a lot of credits. Why is there a sightline here?
The executive has been located. Disable him and get his cerebral implant ready for the interrogation.
Is that a camera drone? The heck? The shock trap take that out? That's interesting. Or did something else random happen here that I do not understand? No EMPs went off. I feel like this had to be from the shock trap. Shock drones? I mean, it would make sense I could knock them out. That's interesting. Okay, well, I think I want you to observe this guy. The heck? He's coming in here? That's not really good. He's gonna see this camera drone and get all alert. Too bad I don't have the AP to shock trap this door now. I don't think Sharp does either, because you'll have 5.5 from here. So 1, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. Yeah, everyone's just one short. You can't move drones. So he's gonna see this drone and freak out or something. I could change his path by making him notice one of these tiles, moving into one of those, but I think he's still gonna like redirect when he sees the drone. And if he sees the drone and freaks out, that's gonna make this room hard to get into. I don't know what executives do when they see an agent. They're not gonna shoot me. I don't think they have guns. Did they try to run to the 2 guard elevators? So he'd have to get past me anyways. So it almost seems like it could be okay for him to see me. A lot of mechanical questions about that. I guess we're gonna maybe find out this turn a few answers, like what happens when he sees this drone. I think I want to paralyze this guard. And maybe hide Shu up here. This could be a bad spot depending what happens with this guard and this drone, because you might not be able to do much from there. But screw it. So I'll hack this while I'm here. Ooh, a Buster chip. I guess I should take it and drop it on the ground at the very least. You should definitely move this guard.
Warning.
I think I want to put you on ambush, which means I have to step off this guard in case this guy comes through the door. Which he shouldn't. It says he's going to stop here, but sometimes I think they freak out when they see stuff and they start running. I don't know if they actually sprint and they get more AP like an agent does, or if that's just their animation. But I'll trade a turn of pin on this guard just in case he does come through here. If he opens this door and sees that guard, that might interrupt him. I don't really know how that whole chain of events is going to work, but we'll find out. Oh, let me make sure I use fusion. Drake can get up here. But your shock trap is on cooldown. Does that mean shock traps only last one turn? Because yours doesn't go off. Or is it still in this door? Guess I should pull you up here. Oh, you can neural scan these guys. I should wait till next turn because I'm not going to use any AP on you this turn. Although, I got like 8 AP from these guys, I could get into a position to take this guard out. It's really unlikely. I could go 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. I'd have to get AP from both of them, and I'd have to get 4 from one of them, and then 2 or 4 from the other one. I think I'll save these neural scans for next turn, so maybe I have a lot of AP next turn. I just don't know if there's much value I can get out of AP this turn, unless I got really lucky on these two. Oh snap, there's another guard there.
Hey, what was that?
Heat signature detected. What? Oh, wait, what is the heat? Okay, I thought it was on this guy. Okay, so why did he see me here? Is it because he did a turnaround when he got to the drone? That... You're gonna move there. This is getting really complicated. This is your vision cone. This guard hardly sees into this room at all. This tile... Well, it actually looks like Sharp can just get in here and knock this guy out. This guard might see it and investigate. Why are these all hidden from this guy? Oh, because he's not on a straight line, so I'm hiding up. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I did just realize, I think this is probably a good time to take a break on this session, so let's call this one here, and we'll pick it up next time. We're really in the thick of it. Hopefully I remember where we were. Maybe I'll take some notes or something, because I do think I have this turn kind of planned out already. Maybe I'll see a better idea next time, though. I'm looking at it with a fresh set of eyes on a fresh new session. But we'll leave this here for now, so... fun mission here. I've been trying to not knock out guards that much lately, and this mission I knocked them all out. Pretty much, so well, interesting twist there, but you know, I have the shock traps, and Sharp has his augments, so I get like pretty high KO turns now, and also the paralyzers, so like knocking these guys out and then being out for like 8 turns is pretty sweet. We'll see how I feel about that 7 to 8 turns from now, but for now, it's pretty sweet. But yeah, we'll leave this here for now. So thank you guys so much for hanging out as we dip back into the current Invisible Ink campaign. I'm enjoying this mission so far. It's a interesting layout and been a fun one. It's cool using a lot of different pieces of gear that we've been picking up, like these shock traps and buster chips and paralyzers. Shu is just like the tech master right now. He's got all kinds of like gadgets, which is really, really fun. He's the only one with the anarchy to use all the cool stuff at the moment, so no one else is really using a whole lot of stuff, except like Draco is just like has 3 weapons and stuff. But yeah, this is a fun one. Really enjoying my time with Invisible Ink here. But yeah, that's it for now, so thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. Do check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon down there if you want to show some support for my work over at patreon.com/tonehack. You can also find my Discord if you want to come in and hang out with me and the rest of the community there. But otherwise, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Take it easy, everyone.